Alright, what's up? I get asked a lot what it's like to be in a relationship with a transgender person, and this is a video just to kind of give a little advice, I guess, from my own opinion on the subject. A little bit of history. I've been in my relationship for almost 3 years. For the past 4 months, he has been taking testosterone injections for his female to male transition. And I said we first started researching it, I'd say about a year and a half ago. As soon as we started researching the transgender meaning and definition and everything, started going to a transgender resource center, and he instantly felt like at home. That completely was the answer to everything that he had questions for about the way with how he felt, but more about the relationship, I guess, situation. To me, in my opinion, it doesn't really matter about gender, orientations, identities, anything like that. To me, a relationship has the same foundation, no matter, like I said, no matter what orientations or genders or biological features any of the people have. A relationship to me is two consenting adults that are committing their life to make each other happy and make themselves happy. So I don't see how people put genders and everything like that as a barrier to love. But again, that's my opinion. But let me see. So changes that go on through the transition. Like I said, it's only been 4 months, but I could definitely talk about what I've seen so far. Physically, a lot changes, obviously. With my situation in my relationship, him doing the female to male transition, he's getting facial hair. He's shaving a lot, and definitely more muscle mass. His shoulders are getting more broader, I guess, like more squared off, I guess. His face is definitely getting more of a masculine structure as well. His voice, I mean, if you couldn't even see him and you were just talking on the phone with him and had no idea what he looked like, you would never guess that it was ever a female. So it definitely has a very deep voice. I see, not too much really physically. Personal growth down in the lower regions. That definitely changes. But I mean, that's just the hormones. Let's see, what else physically? That's basically it that I really notice, is just getting more of a masculine structure. The fat distribution, females hold the fat more in their hips, their butt, thighs area, like that. And of course males is more of the abdominal, I can't say the word, so I'm just going to say stomach. More in the stomach areas. Abdomen. There you go. Anyways, so fat distribution is more going, more towards the front. But it's really not much. He's got a lot of energy, and he likes to definitely work it off, whether it's going out for a run or a walk, whatever, riding our bikes, working out. I see mental changes. That was actually one of my biggest fears, was that he was going to change who he was inside. Things that made me fall in love with him and everything for, you know, his mentality or his morals or certain, I guess, ambitions. I was afraid that that was going to change because that's who makes the person who they really are. And again, it just goes back to that whole not having genders and everything to kind of be a barrier to love, is that I loved him for him, and I didn't want to lose that. But for anyone that's going to be going through this process, or is going through this process, you know, in any, whatever your situation is, it doesn't change the person, and that's definitely a big relief. It changes them as he's a lot more confident with himself, with life, with everything. I mean, he feels like there's so many more opportunities. He feels comfortable. He feels complete. And I guess that's just a big thing that I would have to say changes mentally. But, you know, I mean, it's a good change. I mean, who wouldn't want their partner to be happy? So definitely more confidence, more of an ego boost, especially when, you know, we're out in public and someone says sir, or, you know, uses the male pronouns. It definitely just gives him a huge ego boost. And so that's basically the whole mental changes, is just that, you know, he's not changed who he is inside, but it definitely has given him definitely a boost of confidence. Sexual changes, there's definitely more stamina in the bedroom, more energy in the bedroom. There's so many times that we're just, you know, out on a daily business of shopping or eating ice cream, whatever, and he definitely gets sexual urges a lot more often. But I mean, it's not something that, you know, we can't. It's not like, it's just, yeah. I'm not gonna get too much into what I was about to say, but you know, it's definitely, yeah, it gets a boost because, of course, you know, males obviously have a higher sex drive than females. But you know, I mean, it's more sex. I mean, there's really nothing more to say about that. Emotional changes. I would say that, you know, it is a lot harder for him to show, I guess, what people would say as weak emotions. It's harder for him to cry. It's harder for him to, you know, I guess, give that, I wouldn't want to say empathy, but I guess just kind of give that vulnerableness, I guess. But I mean, again, it's a good thing. It's the testosterone that is just, you know, he feels like he has to be stronger, and I mean, it's not something that he's forcing himself to do. It's how he feels. There's a lot of times that it's just hard for him to show an emotion. A lot of people say that going through the transgender process, FTM in general, that that you get more angry. I wouldn't say that it's really more angry. Yeah, you get agitated more, but it kind of goes with the male assertiveness. That's at least the way I see it. It's not really that he's angry or, you know, annoyed or anything. It's just that natural male assertiveness of, let's get shit done. That's basically all it boils down to. There's not really many other emotional changes. I mean, to be honest, being in a transgender relationship, nothing really has changed drastically other than physical changes. But, I mean, if you really think about it, people change no matter what. I've changed, you've changed. And it's just a way of life. You know, certain occurrences, certain you know, certain dilemmas, certain tragedies, anything. Um, any type of occurrence is going to change a person. It's going to change a person's point of view, reality, perspective, dreams, anything. So it's kind of hard to say what's been changed through the testosterone and what's just been changed through life. But I definitely recommend it. I believe it's, I mean, it's the same relationship that I've been in. Just now, he looks more masculine. I mean, I still have the same heart, the same soul that I fell in love with. And as long as I have that, then that is all that I could ask for. And he's happy and he's comfortable with who he is. And I saw that he needed that. And he feels good about himself. And I see that every day. And there's not a day that goes by that I regret him doing this, or that I would even be that selfish to think about my opinions for his transition, because I see how happy he is, and that is what matters most to me, is that he's happy. Questions, comments, concerns, anything, throw it at me. You don't even have to be nice about it. You can totally just, you know, throw it out there. I'm definitely not a weak-souled person. I could definitely take a few bad opinions or anything. So feel free to say what you say, because you know what? There's fucking soldiers dying all the time. So say what you say. Yeah, there you go.